The things that she endorsed while she was alive that financed her flying. And it's luggage, fashion, automobiles, blimps, chocolate bars, Horlicks, malted milk balls, cigarette cards, tomato juice. What else?
How Amelia financed her flying.
Exactly.
Wow.
And
that's very interesting.
In the author's notes, I put this is not a bio.
Oh, no.
So it's
Yeah. So Barbara, why did you decide to write this book anyway?
Well, I was originally going to write it on her luggage because I have a huge collection of her luggage.
Do you?
But then it morphed into all the other things she did. So that's where I got that.
So you collected it all, and now if a person wants to buy this book, how do they make contact to get it? Do they email you or something?
Well, it'll be on Amazon, but probably not until May, and it's also on my website.
Which is?
plainmercantile.com. And I'll give you a card, make sure you have one.
Easy enough, make sure I get it right.
Yes.
Good, well, congratulations. It's hard to write a book, and here you have one almost ready to come out.
It takes years.
Yeah, and you have other titles here too.
Yeah. This was my first book on Pancho Barnes. And my second book on Waddell Williams Air Service. It was racers built in Louisiana.
Sure.
And then this one on Maurice Stevens, who was flying the helped form Northrop Corporation in 1939.
Yeah.
And he was prototype pilot on the flying wing mock-up, the N1M. And in 1931, he flew Richard Halliburton around the world. Took him 18 months and was steerman.
Wow. And now, how did you get so interested in flying in airplanes and stuff?
Well, that's
another interview, huh?
No, I had somebody ask me if I'd like to go learn how to fly. And I thought, okay, we can try that.
Sure.
So I got my pilot's license, bought a Cessna 140A, married my husband, had 2 baby pilots, and we live in our own airport called Little Butte's Antique Air Park. It's 5 miles northwest of Fox.
Okay.
And my husband's a retired chief test pilot from General Electric.
Oh, I see. So it's in the family.
It is in the family.
Well, thanks for the interview today. And we'll look forward to the new book.
For the month of February, we had 1 structure fire with a property loss of $14,000. We had 15 rescue and emergency medical calls. We had 1 hazardous materials call, 1 service call, 8 good intent calls, false alarm 4, for a total response from the fire department of 31 runs for the month of March. Any questions on that? Yes.
Is there a chance that, I know we're getting a new captain out here, is there a chance that maybe at the next meeting or whatever, he could be brought along and introduced?
Eventually, I will do that, depending on what shift and when he's working. And I will be bringing our assistant chief as well. We're just waiting for changes to be made and announced, and we're campaigning. Rosalind's not listening, but we're campaigning for our favorites. But yes, absolutely, we'll bring the crew and we might have to wait till that's the new captain's shift.
Yes.
But we'll make that happen.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Right.
And maybe that'll work out sooner than later. So, to your question, the SRA fees, just to clarify, are from the state for CAL FIRE, not from LA County Fire Department. And I've actually printed several of these, but forgot all the other copies. I'll give this to you, Dawn, and maybe you can put it on your website. Go to this website, because that's where I printed it. But it's a fee or a tax, whatever you want to call it. They call it a fee, as you know, for those properties that are in the SRA state responsibility area for fire protection. And they're typically properties that are considered in the high-risk wildland, which most of our area, the division that I represent, is in. So Los Angeles County Fire Department contracts with the state to provide fire protection along with the Angeles Forest into those areas. And in expanded incidents or major fires, then the state will bring in their own resources and their own personnel. But there is a website. It's got every question that you want to ask on the website, including what if you want to appeal the fee and what happens. And on the website, there's a map that you can click on to look at what properties are included and need to pay or are required to pay the SRA fee. So I can't represent the state, but that's kind of the
My
basics.
main concern is all this fee money is going into the general account, which can be used for grounds choo-choo training. You know, that's why he's.
It's not the first time I've heard that, yes.
Well, and I'm wondering why they don't set up their own separate CAL FIRE account.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, my division is very broad, and so I have a lot of communities that are subject to this SRA fee, and they feel, I'm hearing the same things. So there are people that are appealing and collectively, you know, sending a voice, and that's, you know, I guess I would encourage you to do
But
that.
Stephanie, I have appealed from the beginning.
Yeah,
Not that you just get a little button and said, sorry,
Right.
you know, you have to pay or your property will be, have a lien on it.
yeah, I know, it's
Yeah.
a bureaucratic process. I mean, your state representative, it's still worth, I think, you know, again, this is just
Every time.
my
Every
opinion,
time
it's
you
still worth the effort and the appeal, and if that's, you know.
But when you pay, you appeal at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah, and that's
yes.
what we do. And
Yes.
it doesn't really do, but at least we're putting it in writing.
Well, eventually it might,
It's
you
putting it
never
in
know.
writing, you know, and I copy everybody under the sun,
Yeah,
including Ontology. I mean, this letter goes everywhere.
yeah. So this from the website has just dozens of questions. It's actually very well written, and the website itself with maps and many other resources is a really great resource. So all I did was put in SRA fire fee, and you brought right to the website where I printed this. So
Okay, great. We'll make sure it gets on our website, and that way they can click on that.
at least the link, yeah, the link so you can see everything.